Alright, there we go. What's up, everybody? Alright, it just took it like 3 minutes to catch up to itself. Alright. I was tweaking a few things with one of my bots, and then I look at the time and it's like, oh shit, it's 11:40. Oh my god. How did that happen? We're back with more FireRed and LeafGreen. Look at that big number. We are over 12K. I'm sad. I'm scared. But we're still going. Alright. Got the playlist up. Everything should be live. Alright, we're good. Is tonight gonna be the night where FireRed redeems itself slightly? Probably not. Probably not. We got 12s all around right now. Thank you for that morale boost, Tyler. Thank you. Yeah, at least I'm not in Oak's lab. I would be devastated if I was still in there. Okay, we're getting some Magmar action early. That's nice, within the first 5 encounters. So I believe, let's see if I can remember. Ponyta's like 35% here. Machop and Geodude I think are 10. Rapidash and Magmar are 5%. I would love to get Magmar. I mean, I'd be happy with Ponyta. But Magmar would be pretty spicy. Even Machop would be kind of cool. Alright, let's see if my updated bot message thing works here. Okay, we're getting some good Ponytas early. That you love to see it. Yeah, Machoke's neat. I've always liked the Machop line. Even as a kid, I was always a fan. You have to restart your sword file because your last one was destroyed. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I know how to get that. Okay, we gotta tweak that a little bit. Why did it include the open parenthesis? Okay, what if we do... Okay. It was too wordy. The ad... I'm trying to get SiriBot to put out like a blub 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 ad time. But it was such a long, wordy message, so I shortened it. Okay, we're seeing Fearow. That is a lovely Fearow sprite. I think I've said that before, but it never stops being true. Fearow, I have a specific memory, too, of LeafGreen, where I essentially had like a Fearow. I only remember the Fearow I had. I don't remember anybody else on my team but my Fearow. Shout out to that Fearow. Homie. The big homie. Gonna choose Grookey this time. I've been thinking, because I want to replay... We're gonna replay Sword soon. Well, I guess it'll technically be my first time, because I played Shield. But you get what I mean. And I was like, well, sheesh. Sheesh. What starter do I pick? Okay, we're seeing Nidoran female early in FireRed. Maybe that's a good sign, chat. Ooh, my ear just popped. Jesus. Ah. I don't know what's going on. Dynamax Shiny Hunt and Sword. I might try for Kyogre in a better Pokeball. But besides Kyogre, I don't know. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're 14 encounters in. Needless to say, we haven't seen a shiny yet. We didn't get any shinies for DA weekend, which made me kind of sad. It's like Dynamax Adventures respects being in small doses. Yeah, genuinely, Palkia ruined Sunday. I'm not even kidding. All of those awful Palkia runs killed the vibes. So maybe that's the real reason. It was all Palkia's fault. It's just such a hard freaking fight, and then I swear there are not only was Palkia annoying on Sunday, but all of the rentals that the game was giving us were kind of like whatever. Whenever we needed a fairy or literally anything to help us with Palkia, the game said no. No. It's like it's a hard enough boss fight, just period, and then they give us nothing to work with. Hard candy. Speaking of, well, mint candy. I don't know. Is a mint a piece of candy? I'm gonna have a
Welcome back.
Boo burn, 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 boo burn.
Thanks for that, character. The big old 2 years. Can it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Thank you for the 24 months. Welcome back. Also, I think it just like gave up there. The text to speech just gave up. It straight gave up. Why did my volume go down? Stop it. Okay. Adamant Nature Grookey. Maybe I'll take like Scorbunny. Maybe we'll take the rabbit. There's Jigglypuff. I feel like we don't see that many Jigglypuffs anymore. Hey, I'd take Mankey too, FireRed. You know, just saying. Just if you feel so inclined. Yeah, what's been going on lately, chat? We're almost at, oh, there's Rapidash, our first Rapidash of the night. It's almost June, which is crazy. Stuck at Mount Moon looking for shiny Paris. Oh, that's a fun hunt. Paris is one of the few Pokemon that you could isolate and get 100% of the time. If you ever wanted to shiny hunt it. What's up, Joshua? Thanks for the good luck. 1500 for Articuno. Oh, you recently got Zygarde? Nice. Did we see Zygarde? We might have saw it once for DA weekend. We never saw Articuno once. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, so there's been a few new games that have come out recently. I've seen a lot of people today specifically talking about the new James Bond game. Mostly positive from what I've seen. Yeah, we got all the news in June. Four times. I feel like Rock Slide is just a nasty, nasty move. I see so many people lately complaining about Rock Slide. They made it. The move hasn't changed, and yet it feels even worse in Champions somehow. Getting hyped for E3. Aww. I still miss the live crowd. I really miss the live crowd event. Events, plural. I still remember coming home from school and like right at the, as soon as it's like school is over is when E3 would start. I read that as the annoying orange. Like, wait, they patched him into Champions? Yeah, this meta seems pretty full of Rock Slide abuse. I think I'd rather see Magmar just because I love Magmar, but I'd be fine with Ponyta too. I just want a fire type. As long as I get either or, I'll be happy. I mean, honestly, any shiny on this route. I've been trying to specifically seek out routes where I'm okay with anything there being shiny. And it's hard to dodge Pidgey, who's on a lot of these routes, but for the most part, I feel like I've picked good spots for that. Like, Machop, if Machop was shiny or Geodude, it'd be like, okay. Well, Geodude could explode, actually. So that would be bad. I think if Geodude did show up shiny, I would just try to hit, I would pray to any Arceus out there and try to hit Sleep Powder and just throw a ball. That's what I would do. Generic electronica. Lo-fi beats to fall asleep to. I can't believe I'm at 12K. That's crazy. I should have kept track on what date I start some of these hunts so I can count like how many actual like real life days has it been. Probably been over a month. What's our rescue squad? Yeah, people have been talking about the new James Bond game, and I also tried out a new game yesterday because Paralives finally released to early access. That has been that game has been in development for a very long time. I think like 6 or 7 years. But it's basically like The Sims. And it's fun. It's definitely an early access game though. It is very, very early access. But if you like The Sims, I think it's worth getting, especially since I respect that it's a very small team. It's like 15 people, a 15 people dev team. And they have promised to have all DLC be free in the future. And I respect that. What's funny too is that I follow the Paralives devs on Twitter, and now I'm being treated to a bunch of Sims players crapping on the game just because they're so tribal about The Sims. It's like I'm having deja vu from when Palworld came out. Don't people know that competition is a good thing? Why would you not want another game series to come out and... like, don't you want it to be successful, to put some pressure on the... like, it's run by EA. I see Sims people complain like every other day. Don't you want the game to get better, to get some pressure from a better competitor? It's just insane how tribal people are. Like, just, it maybe, like, take a step back and look at the whole overall picture, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, the way Pokemon people were talking about Palworld when it came out was honestly, like, insane. Spreading misinformation, lies about AI use and model copying and... what? Because it threatens your precious Pokemans? Like, grow up. It's so not that serious. And again, the competition is good. Think of how different Gen 7 would have turned out if they weren't spooked by Yokai Watch. What's up, Magmar? Yeah, as somebody that actually downloaded and played Palworld, unlike most of the people that were talking about it, it is more like Ark, exactly. Obviously, a lot of the designs are direct, you know, inspirations or parodies of Pokemon. But there is no, like, copying of models or any of that. People were just spreading blatant lies. You really think people would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? Yeah, I mean, it's fine to not you know, if you don't think the game looks good, that's totally fine. I mean, a lot of the human characters in Palworld are butt ugly. Palworld has a lot of designs that are like, well... It's just the way people were dragging it down, Pokemon fans were, it was just... sheesh. Pikmin 4 content for Switch 2 when? Who's the ugliest Pokemon human? It's gotta be like Swordbird or Swordward Shieldbird, right? Some of the NPCs in ZA. The cop NPC from Sword and Shield. People in the Transformers fandom who have similar stands toward. Yeah. It's like, why can't we all just get along? Snackworth, yes. He reminds me of Tingle. Anyone else? How many views do I get on my videos? I don't know. Go look on my channel. Yes, the Zelda gnome. Pokemon? I don't know. Pokemon typically doesn't have a lot of characters that are purposely, like, upsetting to look at. I'm still looking for Nidoran. It's true. We're over 12K now. Meanwhile, LeafGreen is, almost done. Skyward Sword is loaded with ugly people. Oh yeah, almost everybody in that game is hideous to look at. The only one that isn't is, like, Zelda. Groose is disgusting. I feel like there's a style for that. Like, that's that kind of, like, I don't know what it would be called though. That phases? No, I'm not phasing either. I will get what the game gives me. Yeah, they gave Link weirdly defined lips. Upsetting. I'll go. I mean, even Girahem is just, like, unpleasant. Girahem is just deeply unpleasant. We never played far enough to see her as anything other than an old woman. Which it's like, can we get Impa not being decrepitly elderly in the next Zelda game, please? Her Ocarina look is always going to be my favorite. I love the Shadow Temple. I would kill for, like, a modern Shadow Temple in a Zelda game. Let me tell you what. She's gonna be old in the remake. Oh my god, that area was terrible, Tyler. The Demise Pinecone monster. Going after Mewtwo after Articuno, nice. I'll definitely think about tackling, maybe this game will give me Articuno. Because Dynamax Adventures doesn't even want to let me see him. Demise Pinecone fight 3 times. Oh boy. So not nice, we've got to fight him thrice. Didn't I feel like I passed the controller off to you, Tyler, when we did like the second pine cone. For $5 million? Perhaps. Yeah, who was the last boss that we fought? I can't even remember. That place with all the annoying drones was awful. I wish Sega would re-release Sonic Battle. They don't ever acknowledge like Sonic Advance or any of their GBA titles. Sucks. Can we bring those back? Can't be that difficult. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what you think of Twilight Princess. Go in. You might find the village people charming, though. I don't know. Maybe. Bottom 2 Zelda for you. I feel like Twilight Princess is the Zelda game that kind of reflects the time period it came out in the most. Like that era of just like... Not to say that Twilight Princess is... I mean, it is dark, but not gritty. But it just always makes me think of that time period, you know? I mean, like we've said before, chat, there are not a lot of 3D Zelda games. It's just not a very long list. It's your personal fave. Yeah, honestly, for the most part, you know, whether your favorite's Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Ocarina, Majora, Breath of the Wild, like, valid. You feel like it's trying too hard to be dark. Majora is your favorite. Dismissing the 2D Zeldas. I really don't feel like I'm missing out on much, to be TBH. Honestly, I want to replay Majora too, which is why all these rumors of the Ocarina remake, it's like, can we get Majora too? Alb W. Alb. I still think we'll probably get a remake of like Seasons or Oracle one of these days. Thought that Fira looked shiny for a second. Ugh. Yeah, Zelda games really make you work for the 100%. You gotta go find all those heart containers. You gotta go get all those mini games done. Link better get to work. The only 2D Zelda I've played is Minish Cap, because it was included in the Nintendo Ambassador program, and I played it for maybe like 20 minutes and never picked it back up again. You have to dodge Kukos for 999 seconds? No way. I've always appreciated that about Zelda games, and even some, you know, Mario games where they have their challenging levels. Yeah, I never got all the Korok seeds. I really need Nintendo developers. This was the same problem in PLA too, with all the Spiritomb wisps. So it's like, when you collect a seed, it would be nice if it was marked. I don't know, but just the way you, when you have to collect hundreds of items, I'm just not satisfied with the way. I don't know, how do I even phrase this? That they're like on the map. Doing a 100% run. I got most of the armor in Breath and Tears. Completed, I did all the shrines in both games. See, to me, that's completion. Getting all the shrines done. Why is there no shrine on Shrine Island? $7,300 to the lab prison. No, I hope you can get out soon. Alright, 1,300. Honestly, starting to get up there for LeafGreen now. Yeah, you gotta be sick to death of the lab, Tyler. Look at the Cerebi map for the damn wisps. Yeah, and then it's like, well, did I check that one? Did I check this spot already? It's like, at least the maps in PLA are small-ish. Tears and Breath of the Wild's maps are just so large. Too large. Yeah, you're right, but you're right here with me in the 11,000, 12K range. But I get to smell the fresh grass and fresh air. You're stuck in Oak's stuffy lab. Yeah, there gets to a point where Professor Oak does start charging you rent. Uber. Oh, the Alpha Probo Pass. Smells like coffee. Professor Oak strikes me as a tea drinker, personally. He's got those brews. Looks too brown and dingy. For me, Twilight Princess's biggest problem is that it takes too long to get going. The intro to that game is excruciatingly slow. Like, I understand what they were trying to do. They want you to get, like, established with the village and all that shit, but it's like, I don't care. Let me go see Zelda. Get me out of here. Yeah, I've seen people say that the new Yoshi game is cute and it's fun, but it's definitely a game for younger for younger people, for bebes. Yeah, it's more puzzle solving and exploration. I don't even know if this is real or not, but I saw a tweet that at the end of the Yoshi game, you unlock there's a gotcha thing where you can unlock like taking damage. Because the game does not allow you to die or take damage. But if they implemented it in that way, that tells me that they changed it through development. That was probably implemented in the base game at some point, and they decided to take it out and then put it as the gotcha thingy. Tailored to mobile games? I sure hope not. Yeah, it's one of those games I would probably check out and play for maybe like half an hour and then not pick up again. Apparently it does actually give a little bit of lore for Kamek though. They were actually stuck in that book the whole time.
Welcome back.
Ah, Chef, thank you for the 80 months. Definitely can't fit 80 boopers. I wish I could, though. Thank you for the 80 months. The game supposedly takes place between Sunshine and Galaxy as a result. Not the random Yoshi baby game dropping massive amounts of Mario lore on us. That's really funny. And it is way too warm up here.
Welcome back.
Oh, hey, it's a subscribe
Silver
party.
317 hype.
It's a subscription party. Tyler, thank you for the 77 months. The 77 months on a 77-month streak. 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There, we have the double sevens there. Did I count these? I don't think I did. Lucky cat, lucky girl. Wild, woody music. This is Sonic Battle. This is the title screen. The Sonic Battle music always gets comments on it. That's funny. Mobile games make your phone overheat. It's crazy how many of them are just unoptimized. I mean, think about it. If you're making a mobile game, think of all the different phones that are out there. Think of all the different, you have to do Apple, Samsung, Google, Microsoft, all the different various Chinese phones. What's up, Yeti? Mega Man Zero vibes. Maybe that's why I like it. It's, I don't know, it's just, it's got soul. How do you hate this type of music, Tyler? Say it ain't so. This is like hating Dragon's Den in Gen 2. Who could ever do such a thing? Shiny Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's good. That's a good one. Oh yeah, congrats on the Suicune, Justin. You're what into Raikou? We're so elite right now. Come on, Ponyta, don't you want to be blue? Don't you want to be blue? Insert Steven Universe song. Oh, you're getting him in Premier Balls. Also, I don't know what made me think of this, but I saw today that Pokemon XP event that they're holding alongside Worlds this year, apparently that's not happening every year. Which is kind of interesting. Is it gonna be like every other year or only for anniversary years? Go away, Pidgey. That it would crash. I remember how nervous I was when Arceus showed up shiny. Although it would have been pretty Imagine if you get shiny Arceus and then the game crashes. Like, what do you even do? How do you even deal with that? Six win streak, nice. I wish they'd preview who they're going to add for the next season. The Arceus hunt was... You have to actually, like, see the cutscene, too. I feel like this frickin' song always plays. Like, it's good. It's a good song. It just... You know what? Let's at a different place. You know what? This probably will give me copyright claim. Hold on. Ready? Yeah, it's... I don't know if I love it either. Which is why I turned it off. It's from, that Game Freak game. Oh yeah, when is, Panland, or whatever that Game Freak game is called, coming out? Isn't that coming up soon? I'll be curious to see what kind of reviews that game ends up getting. The same Pocopia blocks. Yeah, if I wanted 1,000 copyright strikes, I could do the Siva Gunner playlist. Monkey. Ready? What is the, I'm gonna look at the wiki. Pulseman. It's funny, you could just see when yeah, we beast in our we're beast in our reincarnation. When is that game coming out? August 3rd. Yeah, Pandoland came out in 2014. Beast of Reincarnation comes out August. What's up, Cryogenic? Are Pokemon fans gonna be nasty about Beast of Reincarnation? Why is Game Freak making this when they could be blah 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 blah? I could see it. I could see it happening. Blah 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 blah. Samurai Pizza Cats. They were just making any cartoons back in the day, weren't they? Samurai Pizza Cats. I think I only know that song because it was used in the end of an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. People always fighting. Very true. What do you call when you want some pepperoni? Mega Chomp Z's ability? No, not yet, unfortunately. Hardly any word on it since it was announced. Uh-oh. There's like a TikTok, a favorite, like an old, this guy was relevant like years ago. I can't even remember his name. But he has a cameo he's like a character in the new James Bond game, and people were saying like, this really shows you how long that these games are in development for. Yeah, that guy. What's up, Band Slam? Thanks for good luck. Dude is in Fortnite too. What is he even? I've seen his funny like reaction images, but I don't know anything other than that about him. I would do platinum personally. Yeah, somebody brought that up too. Is like, how many old dated references are going to be in GTA 6 now? Because video games just take 10 billion years now to develop. How many old ass references are going to be in there? I mean, me personally, if I was making a video game, I would never have any TikToker cameos or YouTuber or anything else, because that's shit. Also, you're very trusting. You're very trusting that these people are not going to immediately turn around and make a PR nightmare for you. I was in Target the other day, chat, and the Mr. Beast toy section in Target is like growing. And every time I pass by it, I just have to think, who's buying this for their kids? There are so many other cooler toys that you could buy for your kids. Why are you buying stuff with Jimmy Beast's face on it? I should have taken a picture of it. Because I swear it's grown in size. The aisle is like bigger now. Yeah, Ryan's World Toys. Just kind of soulless YouTuber slop merchandise. Tattooed guy? I don't remember that. That's funny though. Well, his name is Jimmy. Like, for real. Jimmy Beast. Let me see. Now I feel like I have to show an example. I hate that I have to type in Mr. Beast toy. Ugh. Panther. Mr. Beast toy Panther. He's aged quite a bit. He's younger than I am. But this is like the type of shit I'm talking about, chat. Just like... What child wouldn't want this? What child wouldn't want that, chat? Stuff like this, like generic toys made of his mascot. Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's such a huge section, Mr. Beast inflation. Don't Google that, kids. Unboxing 100 Mr. Beast mystery toy. Oh, of course. Of course, he's got to get your kids into gambling early. Look at this. Like, who are these characters? I love how it also has to have his face on it, too. Yeah, this is like ChatGPT trying to make Bionicles. What if Bionicles were really lame? Like, what is this? The Neon Panther. It's a collector figure, chat. That is $34.99 for this? We've lost the plot. We have lost the plot, chat. Would you drink Mr. Beast's blue goo tube, chat? Would you have a sip of Mr. Beast's blue goo tube, chat? Oh, man. The scalper's gotta go to that. Go scalp the go scalp the Mr. Beast toys. Go and scalp the Mr. Beast toys. Children yearn for the Mr. Beast blue goo tube. It's so funny how rich people, especially on the level of wealth of Mr. Beast, they have so much money that they just start throwing shit at the wall just to see what will stick. I'm beasting it. I can't stop beasting it. Like, oh, I'm a big celebrity. Buy my alcohol brand. Buy my tequila. Buy my chocolate. Buy my sour gummies. Buy my makeup line. Rich, just get richer. Most iconic character. My pink sauce. That's a throwback. Also, at that same time that I went to Target, there was no cards. Nothing. They had no Pokemon, they had no Neopets, they had no KU, they had no rarity collection for Yu-Gi-Oh! The pickings were so slim. But they sure had every Mr. Beast toy in stock. Oh boy. Mr. Beast and Smash Brothers. I think that would be a legendary meltdown from the Smash community. Because Mr. Beast, he does not have older fans. All of his... I hesitate to even say fans, because, you know, can young children even really be a fan? You're just watching whatever. The only people that watch him are young children. He does not have fans, quote unquote. Which is why his brand is actually starting to falter a little bit. A couple years ago, oh no. So you're saying, like, little kids and then occasionally boomers? I've heard nothing but awful things about his Amazon Prime game show. That's what's so funny about Jimmy, is that he tries to copy all these things, like he wants to be Squid Game. Very obviously he wants to be Squid Game. And now he's copying, like, Bionicle. It's like the man doesn't have an original idea in his head. And neither do any of the yes men that surround him. The yes men. Everything he does is just a copy of something else. Even like Lunchly. Like, we already had Lunchables. That's peak coworker behavior right there, liking Mr. Beast. That is some shit a coworker would say to you. Beast fillet. The McBeast. A-Drive made a Pokemon game ripoff. That's another thing about YouTubers that are funny to me. They always want more. It's not enough to be making 6 or 7 figures on YouTube. I've got to make a game. I want to make a TV. I want to make a movie. Check out my graphic novel. Yeah, or a podcast. Or a podcast. Check out my podcast. No, I don't think I will. Most hideous thing ever. Like I said, have there been any YouTubers that have ever made a successful game? I think Angry Video Game Nerd's game is maybe the closest thing, and even that was not, like, super warmly received back in the day. Oh, God. His soul is sealed in Overwatch for all eternity. Yeah, I'm not counting Donkey. Yeah, he's not making the game, so I'm not counting Donkey. Yeah, if you never share your ideas, no one can ever take them from you. The Yogs cast. Oh boy. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. Shout out to Sips though, I still love Sips. I watch him to this day. He was always a Yogs cast outlier. They patched out the Nostalgia Critic? What? They patched him out so you don't have to. Chris Carmichael. Is that, Irate Gamer? Anyone remember? I wish people would stop, bringing him up every 5 seconds. Then maybe people wouldn't remember him. Him trying to get in on the Game Boy Luke drama is so funny, though, I will say. Has to come in and pretend like he's Pokemon Keemstar. Copied his trailer's look. Oh, brother. Oh, it was Wario? Ooh. See, that's the risk you run putting YouTubers in your game, chat. Don't do it. I have advice if you're out there making games, do not do it. Yeah, Luke's a real piece of shit. Damn. That guy is a real piece of shit. You can tell he peaked when he made it content creating as a teenager and then never grew or evolved after that. James Somerton. What video game is he directly copying? That's so funny that he tried to come back online, too. Yeah, then they always want their Kickstarters for their... if they even end up delivering middling product. I think one of the funniest things that I saw somebody say that Game Boy Luke did, by the way, was... first of all, this was like a group of like 11-year-olds. He would apparently go into the call and brag about all the cool sex he was having and then beatbox Sonic Heroes. See, if I did that and somebody revealed that information about me, I would go live under a rock for the rest of my life. Wow. What a cool guy, bragging to children and beatboxing about Sonic Heroes. If you are a minor, chat, please, for the love of anything and everything, do not join any YouTubers like private circle. It will end badly. Jesus Christ. The guy was 21. The guy was 21, by the way, when he was telling this to 11-year-old children. You got Charmander after 20 resets? Nice. This is verse Silver the Hedgehog from Sonic Gens. Also, people were spreading a clip of that rich guy who Luke cheated on his girlfriend with. And there's a clip of him saying, the only thing we have is each other. And then he laughs evilly. And some people are saying that that woman might have been in his house at the time. It's just so evil. Some people are insanely evil. Jesus Christ. My leaf green team looks like a rainbow. That's kind of what I'm going for. If Ponyta is shiny, then I'll get the blue. It's just funny to see, like, this guy laughing along with his group of mates and then turns around and is backstabbing them. Some people will betray you over a corn chip. Firo and Firo. The Boyds. Do y'all want me to shiny hunt the legendary birds badly? Do Moltres. No, do Articuno. Well, the rainbow will get a little muddy because of Dragonite, but I just like keeping it as the base forms on the layout, so... Huzzah! Good post-game hunt ideas, yeah. We're definitely still going to Deoxys after this challenge is over, whenever that may be. The alien. Cursed knowledge, you say? Nidoran, can't you feel a little blue for us? For me? Do it for me. I've only been in here with over 12k encounters. I'll probably finish... I mean, FireRed has to give me a shiny one of these damn days. What's up, Terry Ma? Deoxys is made of live wires. The real ones, remember, lime wire. Why was it every time I went on LimeWire as a child, they had that Bill Clinton clip? Why was it always there? Yeah, could I possibly end up lapping FireRed for a 4th shiny? See, those are both good shiny targets that could have been shiny right there, games. Shiny Ponyta soon. Oh, I hope so. Although that would just bury FireRed. I don't think there would be any hope for FireRed after that. Hey, that's full odds for you, though. Cry. Sheds a single tear. Yeah, FireRed is in a non-shiny coma and we can't wake up. And we can't wake up. Hire Mario. Hello, Mario. Thanks for the good luck. I seem to really need it in FireRed. We're still cruising under odds in LeafGreen for now. Star Fox music hits, man. That might be the only reason I end up playing the new Star Fox game, because I want to hear the remixes again. Like, they simply cooked when they made Corneria. It's such a good song. Your Honor, someone cooked here. There's a thread going around of like, what was Nintendo's biggest mistake? And I saw a few people say like, oh, they should have bought Rare themselves or not let Rare go to Microsoft. And I saw somebody say Rare was kind of at the end of, just regardless of the buyout, that Rare was just always destined to have this happen. I don't know. I don't even know what I would say, like, is Nintendo's biggest mistake. Virtual Boy? Wii U? I don't know. Other Pokemon games? Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, Wii U. Min Min. I love all the casual hate that I see that character get. Arms had no sauce. Yes, I did see a few people bring that up, screwing over Sony, resulting in the creation of the PlayStation. But I feel like that was a win for us. Think of how worse gaming would be if PlayStation didn't exist. What's up, Scrambles? Bailiff. What a stupid name. Thank God Ultimate was done so they didn't have to put those god-awful Pepsi-looking VTuber Fire Emblem characters from the last one in there. Did I get Tomodachi Life? I did not. But I have been playing Paralives. That came out yesterday. It is very, very, very buggy, but it's... I can see it has good bones. Hope it can give EA and The Sims a run for their money. Magmar or Ponyta? I think Ponyta would look good. Ponyta would be aesthetic, but Magmar, I think I like Magmar a bit more. Yeah, Cacturn, I never bothered. I was out at that point. The CDI games. You've killed me. Good. To buy Microsoft. When were they ever in the position to do that?
The blue corner has 2 consecutive losses.
Oh, he just kind of faded off there. What would I like to see in the next trailer for Gen 10? Legendaries. The red corner. The Wii U. Yeah, why is it the red and the blue is it like the red and the green corner in the Japanese version? Gen 10 had a dad instead of a mom. We need another Pokemon dad that's better than Norman, chat. They should do it. Hell, give us both parents, then have each of them have an interesting job. It's kind of crazy how little involved your protagonist parent or parents are in the games. Honestly, in Gale, your mother in Gale of Darkness feels more involved than any other Pokemon moms in the main games. Oh, you almost reset it. At least you got it. What's up, Jay? Yeah, the Wii U has a lot more problems than just the name. Parent of an evil team. I keep hoping that will happen. Either a parent or a rival character, or even like one of your friends. You have like a... Like imagine if Tierno was just randomly a part of Team Flare. And it's like a big revelation. And you're like, oh my god, how could you do this? I'm sorry, but this song is just kind of generic. The legendary music in Sword and Shield... not my favorite. Yeah, in Gen 2, at least your mom, like, helps you out by saving your money if you want her to. You could call her up on your Poke Gear. Different endings. That would be really interesting. Imagine a Pokemon game with different endings. Yeah, what's Pikachu, like a 5%, 1% spawn? Back when Pikachu used to be hard to find? So it is like a, whoa, there's Pikachu. Just FireRed say enough is enough. See, that's what I keep saying. All of the endings are goddamn bizarre. How disappointed he is. Oh, Rapidash, don't do this. Don't step on Wasabi. You're gonna burn your hooves. Yeah, Braylon, I've seen a lot of people talking about it today. Mostly positive from what I've seen. Yeah, you know what? I don't like this song. I'm taking it off the list. Sorry, Calyrex. Your battle music is so bland. And so is Spectrier and Glass Tears. Okay. Reggie's. Reggie time? I might have to genuinely leave and get more heals if Rapidash continues to catch me like that. Oh great, it's back. When legendaries weren't paywalled. They don't even let you shiny hunt them in the DLC for Scarlet Violet. Soft reset, I guess I could. I kind of like that the game logs all my hours, though, TBH. Never got a shell for Rapidash. No, I never got one either in PLA. Imagine a Pokemon game one day where you could see like a herd of Rapidash running, just running in an open field or something. Yeah, Lapras in Union Cave is iconic. Your cat likes watching my streams. Kitty approved. Yes, running majestically across a meadow. Yeah, this song does have Deoxys energy to it. They really knocked it out of the park with all the legendaries in Gen 3. You know, you got your dragon, whale, big scorpion fella, whatever Groudon is. And then you have the golems. Like every legendary in Gen 3 feels so distinct. Good synergy with them all. Yeah, Drifloon and Valley Wind works. Valley Windworks is probably like one of my favorite places in Sinnoh because of that. I mean, I even remember like the Sudowoodo and the Battle Frontier and Emerald. You remember a lot of those static Pokemon. They're just memorable. Wonder how many legendaries we're gonna get in Gen 10. I tend to like the group of sub-legendaries, like the Ruinous Quartet or the Tapus, you know, those guys. So I'm hopeful about whatever group they'll have for this. Unless it's like Shield or Sword and Shield where they don't. Oh, after the lake gets bombed. We are going to blow up the lake. Team Galactic, full of genius ideas. They didn't know they didn't know where to get HM Surf. It was too hard for them. Won't be another Koraidon. You have to beat the game to get older Pokemon. I would love that. I would be so down for that to happen again. Unfortunately, I don't think it will ever happen again. But I wish. Because then you'd have all the whiners that are like, I can't use Eevee. I have to actually use new Pokemon. This is Akiza's theme from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. What do you mean I can't use Charizard? Bionicle lore. Now we're talking. Yeah, every gen for as long as I can remember, every time there's a new gen, I use new Pokemon. That's because it's fun. Magmar, what's up, man? My 5%er. Who are the 5%? I can't believe they gave Toxic back to Umbreon, by the way. Gross. The top percentage of Rattata. I can't wait to see regular non-school, like just regular NPCs again. Although I feel like we get very... The amount of NPCs feels more restricted these days. They give us like 5 different ones and then they all get color swaps to make them different. I feel like that happened in ZA. Like, how many times did you see that larger gentleman with the like defined contour face in ZA? He was everywhere. Or like the businesswoman. I feel like every woman in ZA was the businesswoman. Or the jogger. I don't know, on the same hand, it's like I've seen so many people complain about ugly NPCs in many Pokemon games now. I think it is kind of funny, and I almost want to say like bold to have ugly NPCs. I kind of think that's fun. Not everybody is like a yassified Genshin Impact looking MF. But I think Pokemon is always, like, literally, like, there's a hiker. Pokemon has always had a big variety of shapes and sizes and NPCs. Sonic Rush music goes so hard. Black Belt Knob. Knob is on... I've seen Knob on Twitter. He's still, I think he's retired, but he's still around. No, I definitely can't think of any Cacturn. I'm surprised they haven't done like a blind character who has like a special connection with a specific Pokemon. I feel like that would be that's explored in other franchises. Like maybe give him like a, yeah, like Dark or Psychic. Psychic maybe. Well, dark type in Japanese is, I think it's just evil type. You are evil. Every villain is lemons. Where's our lemon Pokemon? I wanted to read that as Esper. Psychic types are all Esper. Yeah, Murray, I've been wanting that for so long. Like, there's so many different ways they could implement Pokemon and human relationships outside of just battling. A pizza Pokemon. The pizza, He-Man, eat it! It's kind of hilarious how unfleshed out the Pokemon worlds are in the games. Like, if anything, the anime has done a better job at it than any of the games ever have. A tractor Pokemon. I want a, whenever we go back to Unova, they should do like a cherry red Lightning McQueen Reveroom. Ciao. With your Houndooms. John Deerling. Finally, a Pokemon for me. Where's our forklift Pokemon? You have to get certified before you can use it. Sawsbuck coffee. I think I remember that. All right, 12.5K and 1,500. Jesus Christ. This does not Mama the Mia. This does not Mama the Mia. I think I'm getting picked up by my microphone. Hopefully not. It was really hot here for several days, and then it cooled down. Now I miss the coolness. It's getting warm again. Non-dragon Pokemon that evolve at level 50 plus. I think again, not to glaze Gen 3, but Gen 3 has a lot of satisfying evolutionary lines. Like, you get Lairon, and then it's like, oh, now it's time to get Aggron, or it's time to get Exploud, or it's time to get Flygon, you know? Some more lines like that in Gen 10 would be a-okay with me. I've had a 78.26% chance of getting at least one shiny. Oh, damn. Oh, no. This is Mr. Feast missing overheats level. yeah, Clam Pearl. What's the last Pokemon we had that had a branched evolution? I can't even think right now. What's up, Shiny Bulbasaur? Oh yeah, Charcadet. See, and people freaking love Charcadet. Armarouge and Ceruledge are Gen 9's most popular Pokemon. Yeah, Applin, that's true. Hydrapple. Apple. They gave Applin 3 evolutions and all 3 of them are pretty weak. Honestly, that's kind of disrespectful. You think Mega Garchomp Z will have Levitate? Sharpness is what I think Absol Z is gonna get. New Eevee with a new evolution every few gens. I could absolutely see them having another Charcadet evolution in the future. I don't know if it'll be directly in Gen 10, but I think it'll happen at some point, seriously. Didn't even realize it. How would that work? Amnesiac plot. Yeah, we've talked about that. Like, if Charcadet got another evolution, Fire Fairy or something like that. Fire Dark. Hear me out. Fire Bug. There's there's so many cool bug armor dudes. Do like a cool bug armor guy. But don't make it lame like low kicks. Ceruledge too. I hope we at least hit a few of those type combos that we don't have yet in Gen 10. We got a few of them in 9. 9 gave us the first, Poison Steel with Reveroom and Baroom. We got another Fire, we got Fire Grass with Scovillain and Ogerpon Hearthflame. You don't count Darmanitan. I need a shiny hunt Galarian Darmanitan at some point. I don't have it. That's missing from my list. Fire Fairy. The Kanto War. Maybe we'll get a Legends game about Kanto at some point. Bug Dragon. I want to, speaking of Mr. Feast, I still want another Electric Fire. Rotom Heat is the only Electric Fire type we have, and both of those types have existed since the franchise began. And we only have one. That's how much Game Freak hates fire types. Yeah, Justin, it's like, that is what it feels like. I really thought for Gen 9 we were gonna get something different, and then they're like, well, here's another Dragon Pseudo. Anyway, Dragon flying, oh brother. When they start copying types of previous pseudos, that's when you know they've lost it. They've lost the frickin' spot. Dragonfire. That would be funny if they gave us a Kirim Excalibur and then Reshiram in Gen 10. Yeah, give us something with another 4 times weakness. So many people are predicting Pombon to become Fire Fairy that I feel like that's not what Game Freak's gonna do. I don't know. Don't trust them, chat. They'll turn it into Incineroar too, without hesitation. What's up, Baylor? Yeah, you're right, Cacturn. Yeah, part of me was, as soon as I found out Meganium's typing, I was like, wow. They're really thinking outside the box. /S. Pombon will be the return to firefighting. We have Pyroar fans better hope Mega Pyroar has a good ability, because if not, good lord. Adding normal type to Litleo and Pyroar is just so disrespectful. They should have been poison type fire manticores. Put some boxing gloves on, Pombon. Mega Pyroar gets pressure. Maybe that's what it deserves. It's funny when they reveal after Z8 came out. I even saw Japanese. There were Japanese users on Twitter that I saw shit talking it. Nobody liked that thing. Frisk. Mold Breaker. No! Every Fire Mega gets Mold Breaker. Rivalry. I don't know what Brout could evolve into. I feel like the fandom has mostly shaped how I think about what Gekwa and Pombon will evolve into, but I don't know about Brout. Moody. That would be evil. Cool, cute, or tough. Why they're so afraid to do anything different? What if I want a starter that's just a bona fide freak? Scares children. Big Bird. Man, Mega Shandy sucks. That's what Chandelure gets after being so nasty and ZA ranked. A giant tapeworm starter, now we're talking. Evolutions of Gengar. You're Gengar, I'm Gengar, we're all Gengar. Yeah, I'd be happy with no normal flying type birds for like the next 10 years. Maybe ever, possibly. I think we have enough. We're good. No more. Ooh, a Chupacabra Pokemon. You guys know I would love some more cryptid Pokemon. Those always hit. Would you still love me if I was an Orthworm? Yeah, they kind of didn't give us a lot of regional forms in Gen 9. They were very conservative with it. We got, what, Paldean Wooper, Claude, we got Toedscool, Toedscruel, Wiglet Wugtrio, Paldean Tauros. Am I forgetting anybody? Like, that's such a small list. Poison Bird. We did get Pheasantipity recently, I guess. Yeah, FireRed, I don't know. I don't know what its problem is. Nasty. Nasty game. I don't know why Diglett has been given so many forms. Like, I love Diglett. Don't get me wrong, this is not Diglett slander. But did we really need another Diglett form after the Alolan versions? Oh, you're betting on Jigglypuff? I'd be a-okay with that. Listen, I just want any shiny at this point, FireRed. Want more dark types? I actually think Gen 9 did a pretty good job at adding a lot of dark type Pokemon. Gen 9 had a lot. Yeah, but Meowth is a franchise mascot. Diglett is not. Meowth was still with Team Rocket, rockin' in the anime. And then as soon as the anime is over and Meowth is gone, no more Meowth forms. Meowscarada. Yeah, which of the three starters is gonna be like the competitive god? Can we have a better starter ability than just what if we had Protean? Like, that's getting old. Every gen since Greninja, you get Protean or Protean, but you have a different name. And lo and behold, it didn't even really help out Cinderace. Rillaboom is the starter menace. Cinderace will be good in singles, though. Whenever it pops up, whenever they add it in Champion, Cinderace will be good. Will it be as good as Meowscarada, though? I don't know. Don't like Mega Greninja's design. I saw a tweet from like a scalper account that was like, why is Greninja upside down? Why frog upside down? Me confused. I don't know why that made me laugh. Why is he upside down? Yeah, it's still better than Ash Greninja. He's raffling on his copter. I was thinking the other day about Mega Greninja and Mega Delphox and how they are two of the fastest Mega Evolutions just around. And then Chestnut is like... Chestnut is the skeleton under the water, drowning. Are they too scared to make a grass starter good after, after Rillaboom? Are they scared? Might take months. Hey, you'll probably have better luck than I am. Yeah, Meowscarada. Yeah, I did. I'm like, oh yeah, Meowscarada. Meowing the Scarada. Here's what I truly hope for in Gen 10 chat. That the starters have better shinies. I did not care for... Honestly, I don't care for any of the shiny starters in Gen 9. Sceptile is a tragedy. The fact that they gave that thing Lightning Rod... Jail. Jail. Straight to jail. Go to jail right now. Disrespectful. Rude. I can't wait for Mega Blaziken. Even Swampert. I think Swampert's gonna be good too. Also, I saw somebody point out if they add Dondozo, it might genuinely be over. Because there's no Amoonguss. There's no Amoonguss in Champions right now, and that Amoonguss is a great counter to Dondozo. Which I don't really want Amoonguss in Champions, but I don't want Dondozo either. So as far as I'm concerned, keep them both out. I just hate the way they design starters these days. It's like one starter gets to be the competitive god. Like, Mega Blaziken still has Speed Boost, which is such a good ability. Like, Speed Boost is an S-tier ability. And then you have Sceptile, and they're like, okay, well, since you have a stupid Christmas tree on your tail, we're gonna give you Lightning Rod. Anyway, bye. Why is Amoonguss in particular such a good counter? Type and bulk. Dawn can't really do much to Amoonguss. Although Dondozo could go for Fissure. Because Game Freak loves giving nasty, bulky Pokemon access to one-hit KO moves for some reason. Ting-Lu. Yeah, has there been a game that Amoonguss has skipped since Black and White came out? Amoonguss has been in every single game, it seems. And Amoonguss has so many tools for success in doubles specifically. Rage Powder, the fact that it can put things to sleep, it has Regenerate. So many Pokemon in Gen 5 can barely get anything going, and then they made Amoonguss the God Mushroom. Yeah, Spore is just busted. There's a reason very few Pokemon get access to Spore. Yeah, I guess PLA didn't have it, but PLA is also not a game where you're gonna do battles, so I guess it has that going for it. Serene Grace. Where's Togekiss? Where is Togekiss? A Switch 2 update for PLA? I mean, I don't even think we're gonna get 60 frames for Winds and Waves. Looking like it's gonna be 30. I remember how good Togekiss was in Sword and Shield singles back in the day. Serene Grace plus King's Rock. Evil. Again, I wish they would hype us up for Pokemon that are coming in after the new regulation in June. Game Freak doesn't believe in a hype cycle. They believe in, okay, it'll be out tomorrow. Goodbye. Drudgegon? What form do you think would fit in Winds and Waves? Loaded Dice in King's Rock? Skill Link. That's the closest thing I think you'll ever get. The ability Skill Link. He'll be in the volcano. That would be cool. Winds and Waves has had very few things leaked. And most of the things that have leaked about Winds and Waves are like incomprehensible. Like any of the Majin stuff. It's like, what does this even mean? Riddler-Coup definitely doesn't have a source anymore. I do think Nintendo has been actively plugging leaks. You gotta be bold as hell to work for Nintendo and leak their shit. DVC and Gen 10. Yeah, I've read about the gimmick and even the legendaries, and it just, I don't know, it all just reads machine translated. Doesn't make any sense. I can't believe they ended that trailer with the reveal of Windy Chew and Wavy Chew. They still don't know how to cut a good a new generation trailer to save their lives. Stung by a bee. Yeah, this will really get our fan base excited. What about tourist Pikachus? Yeah, they're gonna love this. Shadow's best stages. Jimmy Buffett. You know Windy Chew and Wavy Chew love to hit up a Margaritaville. Yeah, they revealed so little. And supposedly we are not getting another trailer until next year, so... Wow, wow, wow. Finally, what the franchise fans have been asking for. What if Pikachu looked like a boomer? What if Pikachu looked like a vacationing tourist on the beach in Thailand? Awesome. Are those Pikachu's mom and dad? What do you mean? What do you mean? Who? What Pikachu? Ash's Pikachu? Yeah, you know those two don't tip. You know, Pikachu. Are those his mom and dad? What a funny thing to end on. Like, oh yeah, here's these quirked out Pikachus. Anyway, see you in a year. Okay. Okay. Every time we talk about the trailer thing, I always feel like I have to say, it doesn't take out of dev time to cut a trailer. I don't know why so many imbeciles seem to think that's the case. I've seen people complaining of no trailers, and then people are like, oh, don't you want it to be better? It doesn't take out of dev time to cut a trailer. It does. There's this thing called marketing that you typically do with video games. Just like Nintendo, and I've noticed this for a few different companies, they're holding back now. You don't get announcements weeks ahead of time, you get Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Or trailer never. Yeah, they code the videos. They're delaying it so they can get it on Switch 1. Get the fuck out of there. Who said that? People will jump down your throat for wanting a trailer and then turn around and say they want Winds and Waves on the Switch 1. No. Oh, can they port it to the 3DS, please? I haven't bought a game console in 20 years, and I beat myself in the head every day with a hammer. Can they release it on the 3DS, please? Like, we saw the way Game Freak optimized Scarlet and Violet for the Switch the first time. Can they release it for the Nintendo 64? I mean, buy your Switch 2 now. Before the price goes up. They optimized it by waiting for the Switch 2. See, this is good because they're out of excuses, chat. They had longer dev time, and it's on the Switch 2. So, all the little stands that came out to run defense for Scarlet and Violet, they can't use those bullshit excuses anymore. It's do or die, bitch. You can snag the bundle with Pokopia. Oh, I hope you can. They're stalling for the Switch 3. Yeah, the Switch 2 does not go up in price until September, I believe it is, so you have some time if that's something you want to get. Yeah, that's how I feel about all the discussions about a PlayStation 6. It's like, what's on the 5? Wii U turn. That's what they should have called that. Why are they raising the price? It's mostly for the RAM prices. Right? I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Things are expensive. I was looking at like boxes of rice in the grocery store the other day, and it's like they're up to like $3 and change. Insane. Yeah, Xbox and PlayStation have also raised their console prices. Yeah, it's funny how much AI sucks shit still. Google's like, oh, we're gonna make everything AI now. And you use Google AI and it still gives you errors and misinformation. Great. X-Bone. It's really funny how Microsoft has never, outside of like the Xbox 360, they've never named a console that wasn't stupid. They've never named a console competently, outside of the 360 and the original Xbox. The Xbox Series X. Seriously, people get paid. Microsoft pays people to do market research, and that's what they came back with. You ever feel like you're bad at your job, Chad, or like feeling down? Just remember, there's people out there getting paid to come up with names like that. Sony putting AI commercials in their games, that is, it's like you said, dystopian. These people are just so out of touch. It's like all those, since it's college graduation season, see all those videos of the boomers on stage and they bring up AI and then everybody in the crowd boos them and then they're like, oh you're booing AI? And they're like flabbergasted. Just so out of touch. I'd boo too, shit. Don't you have phones? Yeah, you could think about all the morons that are employed in Activision Blizzard. For people in an academic setting too to be like bringing up AI. It's like, you know how many of your students probably used it to cheat? Yeah, didn't I see something like AI is costing like 16,000 jobs a day or something insane like that? Oh, great. AI in a medical setting. Awesome. Great. That's just what we need. Yeah, you get to cheer on the AI that's stealing your potential jobs, college grads. Aren't you so happy? Aren't you so happy that Grok and Gleepo and Bimbo and Blordic are taking your jobs? Lumentail finally came out. What's up, Trixie? It's weird how the definition of AI has like changed. We used to just talk about like AI, you know, just like the computer in a video game, and now it just means something entirely new. Language is crazy like that, I guess. Hunting Dratini, good luck. Yeah, FireRed is still droughting. Like Groudon's here. I've seen a lot of discussions recently about a lot of both Pokemon. I mean, honestly, everybody's doing it. There's no one community that I feel like would be immune to this, but all the Pokemon YouTubers and Yugi tubers that are just using AI thumbnails now. I've unsubscribed from YouTubers that do AI thumbnails. If you can't even bother to make a thumbnail, why should I watch your video? You clearly are a lazy piece of shit. I'm not watching your video. You can't even bother to make a thumbnail. Which, as a YouTuber, one of my favorite parts. The thumbnail is one of my favorite parts about the whole process, so that's even crazier to me. It's also so fucking easy. Just grab your Yu-Gi-Oh character PNG, do your surprise shocked face, and then do a basic background. It's not hard. Shiny hunting for Celebi, nice. I want a shiny hunt for Celebi at some point. This is Crisis City from Sonic Generations, the classic version. I have a lot of Sonic Gens music on this playlist. Yeah, one day Charmeleon will have a friend. One day. Pick up the pencil. Go on, pick it up. And like I said, people are doing like AI stuff for VGC information, and so much of it is just not correct. Like, you're actively spreading misinformation because you're too lazy to do it yourself. Nasty stuff. Oh, I bought Paralives. It is very buggy. It is very buggy. Here, let me give you a tip. There's a quest that requires you to set a fire, and it's a trap because the fire is so buggy. but you can actually delete it in build mode. You can go into build mode and delete the fire. I like it though. I think it has good bones, but it's very buggy. Like, even for an early access game, it is very buggy. The camera is kind of horrid. Yeah, Yakuza music goes hard. If you're gonna play Paralives, chat, definitely check out the Steam discussions and mods and stuff. I think mods are really gonna carry the game. There's already a mod out for a better camera. Shout out to modders. If no one's got you, modders got you. Golurk, yes, Golurk and the modders. Apparently they sold 250,000 copies in their first day. Which is pretty impressive. I'm sure a lot of those were refunded, though. The bugs. It's a very small dev team, so... I think it's, like 15 people, maybe, of a dev team. I was in the character creator. I was making Marinette for Miraculous, because I was just thinking of any random characters to populate the world with. And it kept putting the septum ring back on the character after I took it off, and I had to exit the game and then come back in, and then it popped in again. One of the funniest bugs I've ever seen in a game. No, you are gonna give the septum ring to that character, so help us. It's very charming, though. It's very charming. I like the art style. It gamifies a lot of the moods and stuff from The Sims in a really fun way. I saw some RimWorld influence too. They have a storyteller, which I think is very fun. You can pick from a few different storytellers to help you with certain things. It's very RimWorld. There's a museum, so it definitely has its Stardew inspirations too. The language they speak, which they need to get some more, they all say, like, tipo. Tipo. They have, like, a little Simlish language. Yeah, it was announced, like, what, like 6 or 7 years ago now? It's been in development for such a long time. Also, I cooked so hard with Marinette, I put her up on the Steam Workshop. X7 on a Merry Christmas. Even if you don't count for Steam refunds, 250k copies. What, the game is 35 bucks at launch? That's $8 million. That's $8 million there. Hopefully they can use that money to add a few people to their team. Beds are bugged too. The beds are weirdly bugged. Sometimes the game will just override your decisions too, which is kind of frustrating. I think it does a pretty good job at introducing you. I mean, I did watch LGR put out a video with his first impressions of Paralive, so I watched him play it for like an hour first, so I kind of had an idea of what I was gonna do. But it's like, your para is tired. Okay, go to bed. No. Okay, go to bed. No. Okay, but you should go to bed. No. The game would not let me do it. I played the worst version of Sonic Unleashed. I played it on the, what was it, the Wii? When the Xbox version was like the best build of the game. The maintenance on home is done, but no FireRed LeafGreen compatibility. Maybe that'll come when they release Ruby Sapphire Emerald. Or maybe that's Copium. Also, again, the best thing about Paralives is that the devs have said all DLC in the future will be free. Which, if you've ever played The Sims 4, you need, like, $1 bajillion to purchase all the DLC and stuff packs, so that's admirable. Admirable. Even. Complete the Gen 3 living decks for a shiny. A phone port? Also, I like the music. I like the music in Paralives a lot. It is very simmy. It is very like The Sims, but positive. Because The Sims has always had good music too. Yeah, Sims 2 is my favorite. I know a lot of people love Sims 3. I mean, even OG Switch... I almost said Switch 1. Sims 1 is fun. There's a lot of neat things in Paralives 2 that are... They're absolutely gonna have, like, vampires and stuff in the future. There's, like, a trailer with a bunch of garlic bulbs and stuff, and there's... some spooky skeletons in certain places, which is fun. They already have holiday decorations in the game, which is cute. If you wanted to decorate for Halloween or Christmas, they have decorations in there. Yeah, Sims 2 is just an all-timer. I laughed when I first went to the Steam Workshop because everybody was doing like the Goth family. Everybody was making like the famous families from The Sims that you could download for Paralives. Pets in the game? No. I believe they put out a roadmap. Oh, they put their soundtrack on all streaming platforms. That's nice. Also, my para got stuck a lot. There is an unstuck button in the menu, though. Yeah, here it is. So they're gonna have... Why is it FN instead of Alt? So let's see. They're gonna have early access, hot fixes from June to September, bug fixes, quality of life. And then within 2 years of early access, their first major update will be Q4 of 2026. More major updates include weather and seasons, pools, pets, and more. I look forward to weather. I'm kind of sad weather's not in the base game. I love weather in a video game. Oh, the theme park game. I saw Planet Zoo 2 got announced. Might have to check that one out. It's really funny too, because I've seen some simmers. Ever since I followed the dev on Twitter, I've been seeing like various sim people being like, the game's too expensive. Hilarious for a Sims fan to say. Horror game based on... No, Planet Zoo is made by the same people who make Planet Coaster. Frontier is the dev. I like Frontier stuff. They're a good dev. Planet Coaster's fun. I don't know why I wanted... I keep seeing people are really a fan of the word bespoke. I wanted to read it as bespoke. We need a bespoke shiny for FireRed. Yeah, I still remember the way Sims 4 launched. When Sims 4 came out, it had nothing. It was so bare bones. How easily we forget. Bestowed. That's a good word, too. Bespoke and bestowed are both good words. A bespoke suit. Oh, you're getting a shiny Mareep tattoo? That's fun. The pink sheepy. Bedazzled. That's another good one. BE words. Bedazzle. I miss all those commercials that you'd see when you would watch like kid shows when you were younger, of like bejeweled, bedazzled, the hairstyler, it braids your hair, and you can bedazzle. Do they even make those anymore? Do they even make like little things like that? Yeah, Chad, if you are a Sims fan, I think Paralives is worth getting, especially since it's on sale for first release. It'll be more expensive later. It's got good bones, and I trust in the heart of the developers. Also, the modding community will carry it a long way too. Light Brights? Oh, I loved my Light Bright. Are you tired of your normal, ugly, shitty hair? Yeah, that's why Gen 2 rules. That's why Gen 2 goes hard. I downloaded Sims 4 when they made it free on Steam a while back. I wonder if I could cream API all the DLC in there. I mean, purchase thousands of dollars of DLC legitimately. It's free forever? Okay, that's good. Honestly, I'm pretty bummed that EA decided to just continue with Sims 4 instead of just doing Sims 5. Because that's kind of what I've been waiting for. I remember there was rumors of like this new engine and stuff for Sims 5, but they've literally loaded up 4 with so much shit that they don't want to abandon it. Zuzu. SimCity. Oh, I miss SimCity. That seems like bullshit to me. It seems like we don't want to spend any more development costs on a new game. I don't know, they had no problem dropping how crappy Sims 4 was after how good Sims 3 was. Making people start over there. I can't bring my Katy Perry Sims pack to The Sims 5. No. Diner Dash. Any Farmvillers out there? I never played Farmville. I knew what it was. I saw people talk about it, but did I ever play Farmville? No. Play any instruments? I am musically challenged. I like listening to music, but I can't play. Oh, you used to play it with your grandma? That's sweet. Avenue Flow. Yeah, I never played Plants vs. Zombies. The plants and the zomzoms. Yeah, there's a few different Sims likes out. There was also that, what was it, Inori, or the game that had a bunch of AI in it. Sim Ant. Now we're talking. Makes it harder to get into. That makes perfect sense. I took a music class in middle school, and I don't think I've ever bullshitted my way through a class harder. I just have no idea how to read music notes to this day. Oh, it's an ad-ridden microtransaction-filled version? That sucks. Mobile games, I mean, it devolved into that pretty quickly, but used to just be able to, like, buy Angry Birds and then you'd have the game. Now everything is free to play with 1,000 ads and microtransactions. It sucks. Yeah, the only instrument I played in school was the recorder, and it's not like I actually learned how to play. Who would ever want to teach recorder to a group of small children? That's... Some teachers really just don't get paid enough. Some of them just don't get paid enough. All right, we're at 12.7K and 1,700. Let's get another 100 done. This is such a good song. I want another casino level in a Sonic game. None of this open world Tears of the Breath of the Kingdom open world pop-in shit. Go back to traditional Sonic. Oh, you play the one of my closest friends in high school played the clarinet. Is Squidward the most, like, known character that plays a clarinet? How many children across the world have been called Squidward because they played a clarinet? Casino zone because of Belgium and South. Well, you don't actually gamble in there. They're just aesthetics. Oh, I love Sonic Adventure 1. That was such a fun level to explore. You have, like, the weird shower room. You have the sewer part of it. You have the big pile of rings that you have to get the emblem. The pinball machine. I think the Patrick thing was a joke. Imagine Patrick leaves like Buster did in Arthur. I remember that legitimately making me sad as a child, by the way. Probably because I could relate to I guess to Buster. Because I moved a few times as a kid. Brian. No, don't leave Arthur, Buster. Where are you going? I mean, that sure got them a lot of PR back in the day when they did that. Even I remembered it. And I was not exactly tuning into Family Guy. Buster, probably my favorite Arthur character. I mean, I like Arthur himself. Arthur was very easy to sympathize with. I always wanted to see him succeed. Oh, speaking of Sonic Adventure! The playlist did a thing! If it was controlled by AI, then it would have given me like a Pokemon. It would have been wrong. I wish they re-released Sonic Heroes. Not gonna beatbox about it. But I wish they'd re-release it. Hell, I would love to see Unleashed re-release. Sega just sits on all these old games and does nothing with them. But they'll re-release Sonic 1 50,000 bajillion times. I mean, do we have Adventure 1 and 2 on Switch yet? Has that happened? I really hope Sega has an announcement in June. If they never re-release Sonic 06. I kind of want them to, though. I've never played. Why do they need to do new voices? If it's a remaster, just keep the old voices. They're better anyway. Now go, before I make mincemeat out of you. Mike Pollock could never. Played at a demo kiosk? That's funny. I felt really burned by it back in the day, because all my, I played Sonic Adventure 2 and all those ports on the GameCube, and so when they didn't release 06 on a Nintendo system, I was genuinely, mad. They've personally betrayed me. I wonder what I would have thought of 06. Well, Jaded, you're very, very close. This is Yami Yugi's theme from Duel Links. Hey, if Sega ever makes the game, actually accessible for me to play, then yes. I would do it. Yeah, never had a PC port. There's the fan-tweaked version that's apparently quite good. What is it, Sonic 06, remodded or whatever it's called? The fan version. But it ain't official. Yeah, Unleashed does too, yep. You remember when Duel Links was fun? Yeah, when it first came out, it was good. And then the power creep and all the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff just kind of annihilated it. Oh, hi, Nidoran female. Well, hi, Mark. Sonic 06 is such a bizarre turn after the games that came before it. One. That's the only joke I remember from it. I don't think any of the fan dubs have been as good as SA2. Hot take. I thought the Shadow one was downright unfunny. Oh, it wasn't just me. I'm glad it's not just me, because, yeah. Yeah. I think I might have watched it with somebody too, and so that's extra awkward because it's like, oh boy, I'm showing them something that's fucking lame. I'm showing them something that's not funny. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I watched like 5 minutes of the Kingdom Hearts one and turned it off. I feel like the magic is just kind of gone now, personally, but that's just my opinion. We're back in the fucking building! Almost everything Alfred says is Eggman in that video is funny. He was firing on all cylinders for that one. Yeah, it was too long. I don't know. I wasn't vibing with it. It was too self-serious. I don't know. I don't know. Eggman made the iPhone. What a talented guy. How does he do it? Come on, FireRed. Are you really gonna take me to 13K with nothing? That's rough. That's rough, buddy. FireRed better hurry up if it has any hope or dream of catching up. I am going to do FireRed a favor for the next shiny hunt, whenever that happens. Probably the easiest shiny to get in the game. So I'm gonna try for FireRed to catch back up, but I need to get. I haven't even gone through Mount Moon. I have so much of the game to actually play to catch up to LeafGreen. Double bird. Bird up. I'll get to play quite a bit, though. Again, whenever you feel like giving me a shiny, FireRed, we can immediately spring into action and, like, clear most of the game. gonna need to get to Celadon. So I need to go beat Misty. I need to go beat Surge. We gotta go do the SS Anne. The good thing is that Charmeleon is very high level. So we will just take Charmeleon and whoever my other shiny is and rocket through everything as fast as we can go. And get to our next shiny destination. And then I won't be that far behind from FireRed. Oh yeah, Nugget Bridge. I might have to actually do some math. Gasp. The horror. To see how many I need to buy max amount of. Well, I'll just tell you, chat. It's not like it's a secret. Abra. Easiest shiny in the game was your tell. We're gonna go do Abra next. All the late night viewers get a little spoiler. So I'll be able to purchase quite a bit of Abra, and it's the first one, so theoretically that should be fast, at least faster than what this is now. Theoretically. Look how Magmar's sprite, I just love it. Yeah, how many Abra? Again, it's unfortunate that Abra is more expensive in FireRed, but so was Dratini and LeafGreen, and look how that worked out, so. Yeah, if we can get 60... Ah, man, how am I even going to program that? I'll have to, like, have my stream deck go up by, like, plus 60, if that's how many I can buy. If I can get 60 checks at a time, that's crazy. And then I probably will want to buy, like, Flamethrower for Charizard, and... I don't know, it really depends on whatever shiny the game ends up giving me. Go grab Psychic from Saffron for Abra, which that would be spicy. And then after Abra, I don't know, probably just a grass encounter somewhere. See how I'm feeling. Maybe a water type? Maybe like I don't know, you know who'd be cool? Kingler. Kingler would be sick. Seadra, Horsey, Seadra, maybe. Tentacool and Tentacruel would be pretty rad. They would look really nice with Charmander and whoever else. Maybe Seafoam could be fun. Maybe Seal or something like that. Yeah, I forgot about Nugget Bridge. Sheesh. Have to go in a different direction. It's easier to control them when I'm just doing the same movement. Again, I have one Joy-Con in each hand is how I'm controlling these. These are not automated. And FireRed is on my Switch 2, and LeafGreen is on my classic Switch 1. Yeah, 4 digits. I'll probably end up skipping Mount Ember entirely in FireRed. That's a place where we can actually catch up on time with FireRed if I just skip. Because you don't have to go with Bill. You can say no. $55 Abra per reset, which is only going to cost 198k. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't think we need to get as many nuggets as we did for LeafGreen. That is not actually too bad. And I mean, we'll have natural money from other trainers and gym leaders, of course, too. Oh, we're gonna need to go defeat Team Rocket again, go back to Lavender. I don't look forward to doing Sylph-Co 2 times. Like, I don't hate Sylph, but it's definitely like, you know, you know, if you know, you know, if you know, you know. Ah, that's a good roll. I know that Pokemon. I know that Pokemon. Yes, Grovile. 55 Abra per reset. But don't I have to go to the PC and check them though, don't I? I mean, sitting here and mashing A, especially since I don't have to scroll down, will not be too bad. Yeah, I'll need a full team, yep. Which is funny, because I only have 1 Pokemon. Maybe I'll buy the Magikarp, actually. Maybe that would be a good team filler that would take 2 seconds. We'll buy the Magikarp from the sales guy. Yet your Dratini was expedited. They shipped that Dratini overnight. If I got another shiny Magikarp, that would be insane. I would just be like, all right. So FireRed, you're saying you have a chance. A 4.9 out of 10. That is like, some people just really don't like the mystery dungeon games. Not me, though. I love them, and I miss them. I wish they would come back. Come on, Leaf, or FireRed. Ooh, you know who might look good on the LeafGreen team? Shiny Starmie. I guess it depends if we get Ponyta or not. Because that would be 2 blue fellas. If I like Starmie would be looking nice. Yeah, I understand why people wouldn't vibe with Mystery Dungeon playthrough, the play style of them. I mean, that's why the remake on the Switch is so nice, because it added a lot of quality of life. Because some of the original Mystery Dungeon games suffer from some of the problems that early, like, FireRed and LeafGreen have, where it's like, Pinsir doesn't have any bug moves. Some of the Pokemon and Mystery Dungeon games, especially the early ones, their movesets are abysmal. Terrible. It can be a little frustrating. Like, I went back and played Red Rescue Team when they released it on NSO. I just found it, like, insufferable. Like, the pixel art and the music still slap, but the quality of life that the remake added was just so much. It did so much. Crush Grip. I was gonna go for Pinsir originally instead of Dratini in the game corner, and then I saw Pinsir's moveset in this game and it sickened me. Like, what did Game Freak spend two seconds on each moveset in this game? Like, did nobody just give a single flying fuck back then? Or now? Back then. Oh, there's a shiny patch? That's fun. Yeah, how is Ruby Sapphire Pinball not on the eShop? Or NSO? See ya, Yeti. Have a good one. We're gonna get our last few checks here, and then we're gonna do the champion check, and then we outie. Oh, a pinball decks? That's fun. I loved Ruby Sapphire pinball as a kid. The Rayquaza theme in that game goes unreasonably hard. Oh, Green Forest. A classic. Won't stop, just go. Yeah, Dratini ended up working out. No complaints. Alright, last check. Last check of the night. Oh, the frame perfect double-double. No shiny. Wow, next time I play this, I'm going to go over 13,000. That is sickening. That is sickening. Look at that. 70. I don't know why LeafGreen has 6 hours less. But just a lot of hours. That's also, those hours are not reflective. Hold on, let me check. Damn, my Switch is hot as hell. Oh no. Yeah, I've got here. 2,000. No, that's Shield. I've got 135 hours, it says. That's a lot. That's a lot of hours. 135 in FireRed and 135 in LeafGreen. This sucks. knocked my Switch 1 over. All the encounters I have in LeafGreen is... Oh my god, I didn't even think to add all the math together. Wow, that really puts it into perspective. That's kind of interesting that they're so close, though. Like, even though I've done all these different hunts in LeafGreen, the numbers are still kind of close. Interesting. Alright, shiny. Nope. Female Houndoom. Ooh. The bro. Cleavor in his wimpy arms. Gliscor the sociable. Weavile the daydreamer. Sure. I miss you, Weavile. I miss when you were really good. I miss when you were good back in Gen 4. I miss when Weavile was actually really good. Now we have Sneasler around. Gross. But yeah, chat, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the resubs, all the follows. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. Thanks for hanging out and for all the support. I don't know what I'm streaming next. Maybe more of this. Maybe some Dynamax. I don't know. I mean, we might take another break from... Well, not a break, but I'm still mad at Palkia. But, yeah, we'll see. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. You can share your own shinies in the Discord if you feel like doing that. And yeah. We did a lot of hunting tonight. I'm gonna go over 13k next time I play FireRed and LeafGreen. Oh my god. Alright, everyone. My brain is melted. I'm out of here. Bye!